Consistency is a main key to success, and it can be very frustrating or difficult to just get consistent with habits that you know will benefit you in the future because maybe you don't see the progress now. But I'm here to show you how powerful it is. And once you master that consistency, the benefits that you'll get from it. With consistency, it can take you from an amateur to a pro. And I think as long as you're serious about it and you put in that work, then you're going to get benefits. And there's so many benefits that you can get. So I think the best way to implement consistency with habits that you might be trying to pick up is to just implement it in your routine already. So if you already have a set routine, just add it to a time slot, this certain habit that you want to improve on. Let's say it's like journaling. Then you want to add the journaling. If I have free time in the morning, I'll add it to the morning. So I journal in the morning now, right after I shower, or something like that. So you want to line it up with your other habits so that it can kind of fall into place like your routine does. So for my routine, I wake up, then I journal, then I gratitude journal. And so things just lead into one another. As soon as I wake up, I know, okay, I'm going to journal now. And then as soon as I've journaled, I'm like, okay, I'm going to gratitude journal now. And then I'm like, okay, I should probably shower and then get ready. So it comes in stages so that you can stay consistent. And once you finish one of your habits that you've done, then you could just move on to the next one. So it's like a cue. So as soon as I finish journaling, I know that I'm going to gratitude journal. And that kind of helps you fall into that flow. Cues are really important too, because say if you're trying to get into reading right before you go to sleep, then another way to help you is to just leave your book out in the open right next to your bed or on top of your nightstand. Because then right when you're about to go to sleep, you see it there, like right as you put your phone down or something, you can then pick it up and then start reading. And changing your environment to support you with your good habits is also really helpful. And then once you stick with that repetition and consistency, then it will end up becoming behavioral. So, it'll literally just become a habit to move from one to the other. As soon as I journal, I know to gratitude journal. Or as soon as I take a shower, I know that I need to read. You just use it to your advantage so that you're so much more productive. Another thing with consistency is listening to your body and your health. So say if you are really getting into running or weightlifting and you're doing it pretty consistently, like 4 to 5 times a day, and your body is in pain or you need to rest, then make sure you take that rest. Because sure, you might be thinking, oh, but my consistency, if I miss this day, then I'm not going to be consistent. If you carry on while you're in pain, or if you're injured and you carry on training, then you're not going to be able to train for even longer if you get injured over that. So listening to your body and taking that rest when you need it, just taking a break when you need to, but also holding yourself accountable to do the work when you don't feel like it. You can tell apart from you not wanting to go to the gym because you're lazy and you not wanting to go to the gym because you're aching all over. There's a distinct difference. So holding yourself accountable and finding that difference to know exactly when and when not to stay consistent or to work. A little bonus tip that I want to put in here is to not recognize your competition, because sometimes it is healthy and sometimes it can help motivate you to put in even more work. But what happens a lot of the time is you'll compare how your progress is going with their progress, and it just never makes sense because they could have been working on it months prior to you, or they could have just picked it up even easier than you. And once you start comparing yourself to them, it really can end up discouraging you. So I just recommend just focus on yourself. It'll benefit you in the long run and you'll be happier too. So as long as you focus on exactly where you're going, the consistency that you have, no one else, maybe you can compare it to your past weeks so that you can stay consistent with that, then yeah, just don't get clued up in anyone else's, because that can really discourage you. Another thing that you could do is create a habit tracker, which is from the book Atomic Habits. And what this does is it lets you visually see all the things that you need to do throughout the day, and you tick them off once you've done them. Like, it's that easy. So you say, if I don't know, you got gym, school, studying, reading, journaling, it could just be them five, right? And then throughout the day, as you do them, you tick them off, or right at the end of the day, you tick off all the ones that you've done. And that can hold you accountable to the things that you might be slacking on. It lets you see visually exactly what you're doing and what you're missing out on. And like, you also get that little spark of dopamine once you take it off, like, and you got all the boxes ticked for the day. Like, it's a nice feeling. But that can keep you nice and consistent. But yeah, don't get overly obsessed about it either. Like, there's a lot of things to keep in your mind when you're thinking about consistency and stuff. But just putting in our work and getting the consistency better and better, then there's so many benefits you can get from it. You're guaranteed to make progress. If you go to the gym and you don't even have like a set workout that you're gonna do, but you lift weights and you do that for 3 months straight and you don't even know what you're doing, you're gonna make gains. Like, it's so easy when you put it like that. Reading up on stuff as you're learning and as you're progressing, and again, just doing it day in, day out, just making sure that you always do that thing, you're gonna get better. If you enjoy seeing my videos, then you can consider subscribing. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.